Hi, welcome back. I'm really honored to see you again to watch this video. And today I'm gonna continue with the same subject we've been doing these couple weeks about time management. And today I'm gonna dive into the application, the mobile application that I use to actually create my schedule. And I'm gonna give you some examples of the schedule that I made that are based on time blocking. That's the system that I use to organize my activities. Without going further, I'm gonna first ask you to subscribe in the channel. Don't forget to check the button which is just next there, so that you'll be able to receive any notification whenever another video is uploaded in the channel. So without waiting anymore, this is the subject. Okay, as you can see here, I use three applications that I use for the schedule when I want to create my schedule. As you can see at the top, there is one Toggl, and then the second one there is Do Now. Those are the two applications that I use, and the third one it's this one, it's Google Calendar. Here, what I do here in Google Calendar, I usually put my schedule. I'm gonna give you an example of this day. I put all my schedule from the beginning until the end. So when I wake up at 4, the first activity that I will do, and then read the Bible, I put them for 4 a.m. to 5:20, and then I put after that the activities, all the activity for that day. I put them all until, as you can see here, 9 p.m., 9:45. That's when I finish my prayer and then go to bed. So these are kind of the way I do it with Google Calendar. And then concerning the two other applications, if you come here, Toggl, the first one, it's more of an application that will help you to kind of calculate the time that you do to accomplish an activity. Let's say you want to study. So what you're gonna do, you just come to the application, you open it, and then you come here, you start counting. As you can see, the timer start already counting. So you just put a title of whatever activity you want to do. Let's say you driving maybe. So you just put driving to work. Let's say driving to work, and then you put done, and then it's counting, as you can see, with the title of the activity. And then when you arrive to your destination, whatever that destination is, in this case, we know it's work. When you arrive at work, you just push on stop. And then as you can see, when it's written today, it's gonna be the first activity that will appear there in the middle of the page. So driving to work, you know that driving to work will take you, in this case, 40 seconds. This is just an example. So when you're gonna create your schedule, you already know driving to work takes me 40 seconds to do that. So when you're gonna do your time blocking in your schedule, you're gonna plan 40 seconds for that activity, because you already know exactly how long that activity will take for me to do it. So that's the advantage of this application, because with this application you'll be able actually to be efficient when you're doing your time blocking to create your schedule. And then Do Now, it's kind of a complement of Google Calendar. In the way of Google Calendar, you will put the activities from the morning until the night before you go to bed, and then you do the same here. You put all the activity. You always start with the first activity of that day. You're gonna enter the first activity, and then the second one, and then the third, the fourth. That way, what this application does is, when you start the first activity, you just click on that activity, and then you click on start, and then it start counting. You're gonna start from the number of the hour that you put. If it's in this case it was an hour, we're just gonna start 59 minutes, and then 58, 57, 56 until 0. When it reaches 0 everywhere, then it's gonna start ringing the alarm, and then the alarm will let you know that that time is over. You have to go to the next activity, and the application automatically will go to the second activity. So the same thing will happen with the second activity, and then when the time is off, it's gonna ring again, so you can pass to the third activity. The same thing is gonna happen to the third. When it rings, you've passed it. So this application, the good thing about this one, it really keeps you focused, that you know exactly when the activity is done. You know it's gonna they ring the alarm, you know now it's time to pass to the next activity. That's what I like about Do Now. It's really a great application because it keeps you on track about everything you're doing. So those are the three applications that I use: Toggl, Do Now, and then Google Calendar. So after going through the whole series of teaching you about the principle that I use to create my schedule, so this is an example of the schedule that I created. I just did for 2 days just to give you an idea. As you can see, I did Monday and I did Wednesday, and here, as you can see, I put the hours of the day, and then in the line of the day I put the activities that I planned for that day. I always wake up at 4 a.m. as you can see here, and then from 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. you can see prayer that I planned for that day, and then from 5 to 6 morning routine. And my morning routine usually it's read the Bible for 20 minutes, and then 20 minutes read a book, and then 20 minutes exercise. What I do when I read this in the book here, it's usually just a spiritual book so that I can stay in the same spirit after reading the Bible. And if it's just a common knowledge book, I usually do that in the evening when I get back from work. And then after that, you can see shower, that's 30 minutes, and breakfast, and then driving to work, and then work. What I do, you see here on driving, I put also motivation. What I do, I usually combine in those time, like driving, and here on my break too, I will do another activity at the same time. Like here, when I'm driving, I usually put a CD, a motivational CD, or maybe a podcast that I listen to, so that I can acquire knowledge when I'm driving, so that time it's not just a waste time, but I actually optimize that time to do something that will get me value. During my break time, I do the same thing. I would use that time, even though I will get my lunch, I'll also use that time to check my emails or check the social media just to see if I receive any messages or any comments that I need a reply. I always do that because I want to really use all the time that I have and be efficient with my time. And then when I get back, you can see here the activities are really clear, and then the time blocking are specific. I know exactly what activity I'm gonna do and how long I'm gonna do it and when I'm gonna finish. So that's just an example of the way I do my time blocking and create my schedule. So that's it. Thank you for listening to me, and see you next time. Bye.